before there can be any harvest, there always has to be a season of, let's just call it gardening, okay? Before there can be any harvest, there has to be a season of gardening. No duh. Who doesn't know that? It's certainly true in agrarian situations, but it's also true in evangelism. Point being, nobody, virtually nobody, especially nowadays, hears the gospel for the first time and says, all right, man, I'm in. Where do I sign up? I want to walk with Jesus the rest of my life and face the onslaught of the culture. No, that's a big decision. That's a major change. People don't make big decisions like that, especially decisions that cost them. And by the way, if you're not in some way communicating the cost of following Jesus, particularly in this culture, to people who are thinking about it, then you're not giving the whole story. I remember during the Jesus movement, we'd say, hey, become a Christian. Jesus will make your life great, and you'll feel great, and you'll be really happy, and he'll kick your kids off drugs, and he'll fix your marriage. And we tell them all these things that Jesus never promised to do. When you become a Christian, Jesus turns your life upside down. Well, actually, he turns it right side up, but it feels like upside down. So it's challenging. And for me, 47 years now, and it's still challenging, okay? When we talk with people about Christ, when people come to Christ, it's because there has been a period of time where they have been thinking about this new way of looking at reality, and slowly, by the power of the Spirit, are persuaded by it until there's a time when they're ready, when they get harvested. And I'll tell you a secret about the harvest. I became a Christian in September 28, 1973. And it was my brother Mark who did most of the gardening in my life. And that night, Friday night, in my apartment in West LA, he came to visit me and he started telling me about Jesus again. And I told him, Mark, you don't need to tell me anymore about Jesus. I've already decided to become a Christian. Now, it took me about 15 minutes to peel him off the ceiling. And then I prayed my sinner's prayer, my version of it. But I want you to see something. Notice when the fruit is ripe and it's ready for harvest, it drops right into the bucket. All you have to do is bump it. The harvest is easy when the fruit is ripe. The hard work is not in the harvesting. Unless you're trying to harvest unripe fruit. The hard work is in the gardening.